Yes, peeps, Brummy Banters, you know how we do. This is one I've been looking forward to, trust me. We all know we've got the Yummy Bees and that, yeah? And he was in jail for like 30 something years, yeah? But this one, trust me, good stuff. Done over 15 years behind the door. We know jail's a mugs game, so that's just a disclaimer at the beginning. We're not glorifying crime, we're not glorifying jail. Brummy Banter's second attempt at an interview. So do you want to introduce yourself, yeah? Whereabouts are you from? When you used to knock about and that?
All over Birmingham.
All over Birmingham, yeah?
All over.
Right then, what's been happening lately, yeah? With the mans on COVID and that? How would have been going on in the jail system?
Well, within the prison system at the minute, it's fucked because the prisons are overcrowded.
Yeah.
With the COVID situation, you're not getting fed at all through your door. So you get fed through your door.
Yeah.
Can't have no visits.
No shower. How many showers a week?
There's no showers. You're not getting out yourself because of the COVID. So what they do is, you have a phone call, but they bring a mobile phone to your cell for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's no visits at all. So you're locked off from the community.
Wow.
And a lot of things are mental health. So everyone's mental health is deteriorating.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. You can't see your kids, can't see your family.
Yeah.
You can't even have access to certain canteen things. So at the minute, the prison system with the COVID is fucked. So let me tell you people, you do not want to go to jail. Do not want to go to jail. Do not want to go. You're in your cell 24 hours a day. Yeah? 24 hours. And imagine what that would do to a man's mental health. Not seeing his kids, not seeing his bird, not seeing fuck all bar from a TV and a fucking four walls. So let me tell ya, it ain't a good thing. And I know you people out there think, yeah, crime pays off big. It don't, because when you're in there, you think you're the man, but you're not, because you're locked up from your people and away from society. So the question is, I'll tell you lot, what you want to do? Go jail, be the bad man for the day, get locked up, you're not seeing your kids, not seeing your bird, can't even have a shower. Think how your balls are going to be sweating up, man, to fuck.
Right, next question, yeah? Getting on to some of the jail sentences you've done. So what did the range between, like, I know you've done, like, wow, listen, so I used to be, like, good pal, well, used to be, I'm still good pals with him, yeah? I have it with him now all the time, looking out for him, you know how brothers do, yeah? So we're like brothers in arms, known him since 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all about to the age of 21, used to ride with him tight, yeah? Your man's proper certified, one of my top boys, yeah? And yeah, so we used to smash it together, and then we lost a bit of contact to about 2008, and then the one time I was in Birmingham, I was grafting my line at the time, doing the machine, stopped in to a hostel at the time. I'll say it how it is, you know that, yeah? And your mum was in that hostel, yeah? So like we linked up again, buzzing, seen each other another couple of times, boom. After that, he just got the old revolving door, what we talk about, sucked, licence, stupid thing, piss test for Buddha, anything, whipped off his feet, yeah? So what was that question I was just asking you then? It was...
What's the biggest, like, the jail?
Yeah, so what sort of sentences did they range from?
From 9 years, 4 years, 2.5 years, for various things. Probation or a quick thing to put man back in jail. You fart too loud, you're going back in. All sorts of things. It's the way you come across to the probation system. You can put you back in for various reasons. But
so with that Prolifics, did they have you on that Prolifics when it first come out?
yeah, it's classed as a PPO. So like a
did you
PPO
have
system.
police coming round and talking
All
to
the
them,
time.
all of that? Oh.
All the time. The police, they say they want to work with the young offenders, anybody that's within the system, but they don't. So you'd be on like a curfew, they're coming around you all the time, constantly. But the way you got to break away from that cycle, it does take time. It does take time, because we all know people out there in the criminal society, it's hard because you like to be the man and you got to provide for your people and put the work in as a man does. But it's one of them things, you're always going to get caught, or you will get caught in some way or form. But like, prison, it's a bad thing. It can also change a man. So I'd say like it can change a person. It can change a person's personality, a way of thinking. So you know,
1,000,000%.
that's how
So
it goes.
on with the next question, yeah. So we know, like, he wasn't a big man for the swag ever, yeah. He was never flat out on swag, yeah. Just used to like to have a sniff, tot. You know what I mean? He loves his Buddha. Used to go out there raving. You know what I mean? Went to speed garage parties and all that. So he used to do all of that. So he was just constantly same as a lot of us were, yeah. Chasing paper. Do you know what I mean? So what sort of moves did you get up to, bro?
Fucking hell. Robberies, burglaries. Done a couple of moves
Snatches.
in Alan Rock, man. Fucking hell. Putting people in fridges. You know what I mean? Jumping over counters.
Let us know about that one.
Oh, I'll tell you about that
Go
one.
on then.
Back in the day, many years ago, done a move. Alan Rock sides. You people probably will know that area. Had a couple of Asian boys. Said to them, give me the dough. Wouldn't give me the dough. Man started laughing in my face. Thought it was like a joke. So I backed out a meat cleaver. Pulled the meat cleaver out and said, give me the fucking money. So I've got the geezers panicked now and they've all ran into the back of the fridge. And you know them big industrial fridges that you get where you store meat, people? And I've locked them in there. I've put them all in there. You're not getting no signal in an industrial fridge. We know back in the day, we never had these technology now with these big boy smartphones. It was all the old Nokia 3310s and that. So you're not getting all that internet bullshit. So I've put them in a fridge and then I helped myself to the dough, as you do.
What was the payday like? Was it good or?
I'm not going to go a few bags, few bags.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nice.
Done that. There's been a couple of other things that I've done, like, you know, robberies, snatches, couple of rolling.
Drug dealers, crops.
Drug dealers. Yeah. That was my forte.
Yeah.
And I used to peel dealers because I used to see it as they're a criminal like myself. So if they're a drug dealer and they're providing drugs to myself, you're in the same category as myself.
You're in the rights to peel them.
So we all know it's a wrong thing because it can always backfire on you, but it is what it is. When you live in a city, a place like Birmingham, which is a very big place, Birmingham is every dog eats dog. It is what it is. You're out, you gotta survive.
Survival of the fittest, yeah.
You've got to survive in Brum.
Yeah, you know that.
In Birmingham, you gotta survive. You're either gonna be weak. As I say, people, you're either the dog getting shagged or you're the dog doing the shagging.
Enough said on that, yeah? So, listen, you've been in a lot of jails. Can you tell us the jails you've been in? Because you told me some of them, and like you went over 10.
Walton,
15.
Blakey, Winson Green, Dovegate, Northumberland, Gloucester, Nottingham, Leeds, Ramby, and that's about it, I think. Brinsford,
D-Cats.
Glenparva, Shrewsbury. This is D-Cat, Shrewsbury.
Yeah, Shrewsbury's the D-Cat, yeah. That's for the Bacons now, innit, yeah? And some prison fights, or you seen someone get their lights turned out in jail.
I've had a few situations where, like, my mates a couple of my pals have been in jail and they've had parcels and they're not built like some people, and they've been other people on the wings and try and bully them and take their bits off them. Don't get me wrong, people, I've done it myself, but not to my pals. I've done it to people that I don't know. But I've seen people get hot watered, I've seen people get slashed. I've even seen screws get shit thrown in their face. So a man will come out the cell, say like you're in a cell now, and every day in the prison system, they do, it's called LBBs, people, and they come around doing bars and bolts on your window to check for security leaks. Now, certain screws will violate a man's pad and take down pictures of their kids, and because they've got them on a back wall, and they'll say, you cannot have them on the back wall, so they'll rip them down and just throw them on the side. Now, to a certain man, that's a violation. So that violation, a prisoner will take that the wrong way and think, nah, fuck that, I'm going to fuck you up. So a man will pay another man. Now, a lad will poo in a piece of paper, walk up to that screw, and then throw it all in their face, all over the uniform, and say, you fuck with my photos again, and my people, my kids, yeah, I'll fuck you up. But there's always a reaction to that from the screws. So best thing is, yeah, try and keep yourself to yourself, but it never works like that in the prison system. There's always someone poking you and poking you.
So going back into the jails now, yeah, what's going on with these youngers now, the killers, yeah? The ones what will just plunge you up for a 50 stick, or they got no money off road and they do some mad things for just small amounts of dough. What's the jail system like now? So when you first went in,
yeah,
it was all old school.
Old school.
Stick to the old school morals. Keep your mouth zipped. Yeah. It's not like that no more.
Them days are gone out the window. In the jail system at the minute, you got this spice fucking malarkey that everyone's gone tutus on.
You were saying spice ruin the jail.
It ruins the jails, ruins the prisons. Old mates shitting on their own mates just to get that high, sweaty armpits, fuck all in the cell, got no dough, selling their fucking trainers, selling their own fucking anything they can get their hands on. Yeah, smoking fucking tea bags, people, tea bags. Now you're only gonna get that in places like Winson Green, yeah. In the other jails like Walton, certain other nicks, yeah. A lot of lads have got a bit of self pride and they're not gonna do them things. But in the Green, they've just come off the road. You get a lot of them homeless people from Birmingham city centre, so they're the ones that are catting. And the spice has ruined the jails. So within the jail system, that's ruined it. Back in the day, it was always like Bud, you know, even your Class A's. And the screws could not keep a grip on it now because the way that they've got it, they've just lost it. They don't care.
So what they've done is they've just put they've took all your mail off you.
Yeah.
You don't even get
mail. Just gets mail gets photocopied. You don't ever get the real things from your kids or your family. Money, you can't even have a postal order sent in no more. You can only have. It has to be like a secure payment through a bank transfer. And gymnasium, even down to the gym, once every 3 weeks, boys. So I hope you're listening. Once in 3 weeks, so you're not getting tonking at the pen, blood.
Listen up, yeah. So say like you know when you've seen people get hot watered and that, have you seen like their skin literally peeling off?
Peeling off, and then you know them yellow things that they put on your face, like the antiseptic things to draw it out.
Yeah. Wow.
They put them on your face, but to be fair, they don't really take you to hospital. A few paracetamol, bandage you up and chuck you in your pad.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And some of the slashings, you've seen people like with dirty wounds.
I can remember one lad, I ain't gonna mention his name.
Yeah.
Old school kid, young, all over a bit of spice, pad mate. Thought that he'd woke up in the morning and touched his things. So in the morning, I know this kid, and they've had a fight in the night. So when the one pad mate's gone to bed, he's sleeping. The other lad has woke up, threw a hot kettle of water over his face with sugar in it, burnt him all, battered him, and then he's come out in the morning, the geezer, all of his face is all peeled off. You can see the wounds in his cheek and his face and that. And next minute, you know, he's gone onto the healthcare system. They've said to him, "Oh, you'll be all right." Now, who does that? You've been hot watered. His ear is all burnt. His face is burnt. They've given him a few paracetamol, put a bandage over him, and put him back in his pad.
So the jailers ain't even looking out for people.
The staff, when they say they have a duty of care, there's no duty of care no more. Gone out the window.
Gone out the window.
So there's no duty of care no more. So like, you've just got to just survive in there. And the best thing to do is just keep your head down and get the fuck out of there, because prison is a mugs game. You're in there for your own personal reasons. So when you go to prison, you're in there for your own personal reasons. Now all the Birmingham man that know this, that even log into this channel on the Brummy Banters, you all know how it works in the Birmingham. So you just got to stay out of the system. And I'm not saying to everybody, be a fucking saint, because you're not going to do it.
Because what you're saying is, once you get in that system, it's just a revolving door, like spinning.
Yeah.
You know, one of them doors that just spins.
Yeah.
You're getting out, back in,
Back in.
back in.
Back in,
Exactly how you did, yeah?
And I've
Over
seen
the
that.
years, you've done bag of jail upon jail upon jail upon jail upon jail, yeah? Going back to the 9 that you got, yeah, for the robbery. And like, how did that feel when you got 9 year and you know you've just got 9 years? We're not talking 9 months, peeps. We're not talking 18 months. We're not talking a 2 year, a 4 year where you're gonna do a 2, yeah? I'm talking a 9 year. Do you know what I mean? That's gonna scramble a man's head. You've got a girl on road. You've got things on road. You might have kids on road, yeah? And he copped a 9 year, bam, up your arse, son. What was you thinking that first night?
The first night, I was pissed. But I had a bud, so it kind of like took the ease off it a little bit. But it bummed me because of what I've got inside with the family and that. Yeah, they're doing the jail with you, so you're no good to people in prison. You're no good to no one. You're good to people on road. When you're out in the community with your family and your pals, you're good to them there. They just like to know you're there. So when I got that 9, pissed me off, bummed me. What could I do? It is what it is. I've just got to take it on the chin and progress through the prison system.
What jail did you land in first? On the 9?
Winson Green.
And then progress to where?
I was B-catted. So when I got my 9, I was B-catted. So I never got a Cat C straight away.
Yeah.
I had to go from Winson Green to a B-cat, which was Dovegate. Stayed at Dovegate for many, many years. Then I got transferred from a B-cat prison to a C-cat. And then kicked out of a C-cat. Went back to a B-cat for security reasons. Phones.
Shotting on the wing, all of that madness.
Yeah, all that madness.
That you have to do because,
to survive in prison, obviously.
Listen, we're talking about, this man's a soldier, yeah? We're not talking about someone who's going in jail, getting 9 years, who have got people on road that's sending him loads of dough. No. We're talking about a geezer that gets 9 years shoved up his arse, yeah? Lands in jail. He's got no love on road, no loyalties on road, yeah? He's got a graft inside the prison system. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where we can all ring our mum, sister, missus, yeah? None of that for him, yeah? He's got a land in there and he's got a graft from that prison environment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So how does that work? I mean, how do you get through a 9 year sentence when you're not getting dough sent in from outside? How do you graft everything? And I know this kid, yeah? Trust me. Used to go out in the wing, yeah? There's no grafter like him. He can graft the wing to bits. If there's anything on the wing, he's sniffing it out. He's on it like a carb on it, trust me.
So you'd go to like a top man on the wing that don't want to really put himself out there. If he's got beats, you'll be his man. Because he knows that you can hold your own. He's not merely a fighter. He can't really back himself, if you know what I mean, peeps. So what you do...
So what you're saying there is you going up to someone and that he's like a money man who makes loads of money off things in jail. You'll go up to him and say, yeah, I'll be your middleman, I'll be the face to it.
Just being, it's trust.
Yeah.
So if you can work with your man, then you're going to get your little slice of the cake. So you're going to survive. Not just that. It's just knowing who's who and what's what and who's got what. And if you come across as a bully and you're the gangster and you go with an attitude, you're not going to get there. You're not going to get nothing because they're going to see you as a threat. But if you're going there humble and say, look, I want to work with you. We can both earn PRF. I know them people. You don't know them people, but I do. But they ain't paid me my dodo. But I can make sure they pay you your money. So they're going to take a liking to you. And they're going to be like, well, I'll go to him. And he's going to make sure my dough's there. So that's it's just survival of the fittest.
So when you're flopping things on, yeah, and so like you never smoked the mamba in the prison system. We've already spoke about this. He's tried it once, just like me, yeah, like everyone has, yeah. He never used to be on the mamba. He doesn't look down on people what do smoke mamba, yeah. But so say like you're giving someone a £50 thing, yeah. Are you making sure that geezer can pay it, or are you just gonna say to him, look, you need to find that dough. Simple. How many people bounce?
If they don't pay,
how many just bounce?
If they don't pay,
truthfully,
you smack them up. A lot of people do bounce, but they go on the numbers. But there's always a way to get to them people. But if they don't pay it, then it will fall on someone else that person knows that he's had with you. There's always a way of a means to get a man's money. in the prison system. And the screws will just turn a blind eye about it. They just want to sit in an office, drink coffee all day, chat shit, and not help the prisoners. That's how it rolls in the jail. You basically get put in a prison and you just left. So imagine that, everybody. You're in a jail, but you don't know fuck all. But you pick it up kind of quick and learn how to survive.
So over the years, doing loads of jail from 96, 95, 97, 98, 90, 2000, all going through all the millenniums, everything, yeah? You've just learned how to adapt, how to like be survival of the fittest, like you said earlier, yeah? The juiciest two questions now, yeah? Right, you must have seen some screws, right? And I know for a fact you have, yeah? I'll mention one, Mr. Khan in Winson Green, yeah? Do you want to elaborate on some screw stories where you've had screws under the...
Back in the day, we had a screw called Miss Pugh. Jodie Pugh. It's been done and dusted now. She's done her jail. So she's got a new ID and everything now. So this is old. Jodie Pugh worked at Blake and Nurse Prison. And I was in there with my pal from Handsworth. And another black lad from Coventry. And he was banging it. And he was beating it. And she was bringing in the parcels, like drugs, tobacco burn, a couple of Zankos. And she was a pretty bird, man. She was a stunner. She was good looking, if you know what I mean. But she was fixated on the big black men, if you know what I mean, boys. So she knows about the big black men.
How many of you knew about it, though?
Half of the wing knew what she was on.
No.
But we're not going to knock her up because she's feeding us, if you know what I mean. She's feeding us. So we're not going to shit on our own parade. And one time, me and my bedroom was in the jailhouse, and we just got a parcel. And she's cracked the door. And me and my bedroom are sitting in the pad, smashed out of our heads on board, just chilling, bagging up a few bits and that. And she's caught us, and she's gone. At first, I thought, I panicked. I started to like try and move things, and she said, "You all right, man? I don't mind."
So that's
and I looked at my bedroom and I went, "Right, did you see what she just done?" And he started laughing. And then after that, she sat around to me and she said, "You're on a visit this afternoon, ain't ya?" And I went, "Yeah." And she was, "Well, you'll be alright later, won't ya? You'll be partying again." And I started laughing. And then one time, I've come out of my cell and I've gone to the main black lad on the wing. And he's got another black lad outside the door watching the door. And she's in there. And then she's come out all red-faced, all hair's all messy, flustered. And I said to her, "Bloody hell, what you been doing in there?" And he come out, this blood, he's a big lad.
Been beating it, yeah.
And he's been beating it, bro.
Yeah, smacking it, yeah.
But, you know, that's how it is.
It's what it is, red-blooded males, you know what I mean? It goes on, yeah? We're wrapping up now, yeah? You got to think this is my second attempt, peeps, yeah? I'm sticking at it, yeah? Em's going to be my new co-host soon, so we're going to be doing everything together. You know what I mean? So it would be fire stories. Trust me, he's got loads of content, yeah? Juiciest graft, bro. Juiciest graft, or like, and that doesn't have to be like the biggest amount of dough. I'm just talking about the easiest, juiciest graft that you've just flopped on something, yeah? Mine was just 5 bags, flopped on a geezer. He asked me to do something for him and just said, "I'll give you 5 bags. Bang, got on the phone, transferred the 5 bags straight in. I was looking at the other half like, wow, this geezer's just give me 5 grand to do that. These things happen, yeah? What was your easiest, juiciest graft?
There's been a few. But I had one up in Solihull back in the day. Rolexes, jewellery, some sniff. And it was just quick cash. It was very, very easy. Got back to the manor with very, very ease, with no problems. And it was just to take that little 5 minutes out of my time to do what I was doing. It paid off. But on the flip side of that, boys, is you've got to always have it in the back of your mind. If you get caught, there's always a repercussion.
Big bird attached. Or if it ain't Big Bird and it's not old Bill coming through your door, yeah? It's gangsters coming through your door with machetes. You know what I'm saying, yeah? Last juiciest question. I kept this one to the end. Sorry, bro. Sorry to stick you on the
Go on.
on the post, yeah. You took a parcel, yeah. We're not gonna say what it is. It was a big parcel. Probably shouldn't have done, but he took it, yeah.
Yeah.
And you had someone on your case, yeah.
I'll
So
tell you.
let us know that story and then show us that wound. Wow, wait till you see this wound.
Robbed the Kia Coke off some geezers. This was back in the day. Bagging up, shot in, got the Coke. No one even knew I had it. With some little brass, as you do. Every man wants a little bird around him when you're doing your thing. So I've got this bird around me now. She's smoking, doing her thing. I'm sniffing, bagging up stones. She's only gone out on the road and told a few people. My name got mentioned. Couple of people have put 2 and 2 together. Got some geezers at my door. I'm thinking they're punters. I want to buy some bits.
The door booming or?
Dude, I've opened the door, come in. Boiler suits, balaclavas.
And you got mans with boiler suits on, balaclavas, shetties, choppers, yeah?
So what they've done is they've come in and they've said, where's the things? And I've said, what you on about? Next minute, you know, I'm denying all knowledge of this situation at first. So when I've seen the tools come out, your instinct all of a sudden is your flight or fight. So my instincts has kicked in. And I've seen the situation. As you do, you assess things. It's like a spider sense and you just click on. So I've seen that they were coming to do me harm. So when I've seen the situation, I've come in, tooled up hammers, choppers, kitchen knives. One geezer's licked me on the back of the head. I seen stars. Couldn't see. Didn't go down. A knife went through my arm, snapped off, blade embedded in my arm, cut my back, cut my hand. Couldn't have seen my tendons in my hand. Couldn't grasp anything for weeks and weeks. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of my injuries. So this is just to let you people know is you play with fire, you get burnt. Yeah?
Good shout.
If you do your thing and it pays off, fair fucking play to you. But I'm just letting you know, if you play with fire, you do get burnt. It's called Nature of the Beast. Check this.
If you're out there, look at that for a wound. I mean, look at that. You're talking. Where is it? You can get your fingers right in there. Do you know what I mean? It's like a glove on your fingers. You're talking some naughty wound. It's all the way down there, yeah? So you got stabbed up, play with fire, you get burnt. Brummy Banter's second time, second ever interview, smacked it, yeah? Respect to my boy. Soldier, yeah? Respect, peeps. Tune in. More to come. Do you think this one was better? Did you hear it better? Do you know what I mean? In a bit, peeps. Love yous. Brummy Banters.